Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 5 of the Reggina Race here with Damien. As you can tell, we are still in the Serie C and it's 2018, it's the 1st of September 2018. We have the first league game of the season against Taranto coming up. It's been a wild pre-season. We're still live on stream on Twitch. We've been streaming for the last 3 hours and 10 minutes at the moment. All pre-season was live, but we thought we'll give you the first game of the season here on YouTube as well. We've also played in the Italian Cup. Unfortunately, we were out of that, but we'll get through that in just a second. There's been a host of transfers and there's been a host of everything going. Financially, we're in a lot of problems, but who really cares? I think you see from preseason, we've won a few games. Even beat Vita before. We were 2-0 down in this game against Mutt 3. It was a crazy game. We then got back to 2-2. We then went 3-2 down, and eventually we scored to make it 3-3. You might notice some new names there, but we'll get into that. Then due to botch, we then nearly pulled off the comeback of all comebacks. We were 4-1 down with 10 minutes to go, and nearly pulled it off against Aboleffi. We then beat Juve Stabia and then Citovano, and now we got Taranto, who just came up from the team before in the first game of pre-season. We'll get into the transfers because that's what everyone's here for, and we have made an absolute thing. We got £43 left in the wage budget, which is great. And look at the frees. We've sold a few people on. Ferrani, who's gone on for 64k at Toronto, a player we'll play against, and I'm pretty sure we'll relish playing against him because he wasn't too great. And Jaco and Giovanni are out as well, but these are the signings now. Zach Muscat is a centre-back that will be starting today, and one of our first-choice centre-backs. Looks quite good, the Maltese man. He does play international football for Malta as well, so we actually brought in some depth for him as well. Looks quite good there. The other person we brought in was Stefano. Stefano's good backup depth. He's growing in terms of his determination. Haven't even got him tutoring yet. That's being delayed just because we have a determined squad. He looks quite good. He was released by Rome and has got a lot of potential and could grow into a Serie B sort of centre-back, which is obviously what we need to build for the future. Umberto Taranto is a deep-line playmaker that wanted to come on a rotation contract, and look how well-rounded he is. He can play a bit more defensively. He can play in the middle of the park as well. It is sensational, and we're doing quite well at the moment, and he's looking quite good. There we are. Going to continue into that game there. There we are. And the ball goes into Eduardo Oneto. Oneto there, the striker, looks quite good. And he's got Serie B potential. He's leading player for my Serie C sides. There we are. We're getting good potential strike. Just typing into the Twitch chat, they're just telling me about who we should sell next. Potential to be a very good Serie B striker is on Neto, and he's a very good player and doing quite a good job. There we are. We're going to continue forward though. Federico Valati there is obviously is our right back there. We brought in as a right back depth. He's apparently our hot potential, our hot prospect, and nearly as good as the right back that we have at the club in Danilo. He's not too far off. He has been dealing with injury. We did buy him injured. We signed him on a free injury. He got released injured by Inter with a hip injury. Now looking good. He's got good marking and tackling, and he's obviously very good physically for the level as well. The ball then falls to David there. David there just looks very well rounded. The 22-year-old. He wants to be on a backup contract, but the thing about David is you look at his potential. We also got a new coach in that tells us how good someone is. His potential to be a leading Serie B player and is already a leading Serie C player. So that was unbelievable with David. Then his midfield partners are also called David. And David there, the 33-year-old, is a leading Serie C player. He's actually a decent player for most Serie B sides. There you go. And he just looked well-rounded, absolutely amazing. That midfield too are going to be an absolute rock the breakdown. And I feel like we'll be okay and play quite well there. We've also then got Francesco Rossi. Rossi in goals as a backup goalkeeper. We did really our backup goalkeeper guy, and he looks okay for the level. We then bring on Gianlupi there. His ball there is Francisco there is on the left-hand side. Inside forward there, looking pretty good there. The winger has done quite well. Good pace and looks absolutely amazing and being okay. Just going to tell the chat there's a bit of a storm going on here. Just letting the chat know. I'm just letting the chat know that with this storm, we might just make this the last game for the stream as well, and then we'll come back later when the storm passes. A little bit of unconventional weather here. But then Mohammed, who's been playing great well, deserves a shout-out. Just look, I'm signing basically because he's got good pace, good acceleration, good finishing. He's played in the Cup, 2 games off the bench with 3 goals. I'm very tempted to sign him here, start him here, but he won't. But this is the first team here. Bianco's still here. Muscat, Skivia, Danilo at right back. Cuchetti's back on loan. Jorginho Alessandro won't start. It would be Normally it would be David, who is now fit for this game. He wasn't fit for the last game of the preseason. Tulusi's still here. Murray's now club captain. Grossi's vice captain. Orneto there. Manuel suspended for this game, so obviously leave him out. Lavezia's on the bench with Stefano. Still a lot of names that you still recognise. We've got a very big squad, but a squad that is very well got a lot of depth, and we can be quite good in here. We're going to go in towards the Toronto game now. Look, we probably should go through where we're meant to finish. We're meant to finish 4th. We've already checked this out on stream a couple of times. Meant to finish 4th here. Now 5th according to We've gone down a little bit. You might be able to hear the wild weather behind me as well. But now we're finishing Reggina, meant to be 9-1 to win the league. I actually think we got good. We beat Uvistavio in pre-season, so I think we can beat them quite at the moment. That's our predicted lineup. When we play Musk as a left back, he's going to play centre back. Leslie's going to go to the bench, and we play Bianco out there. But look, apart from that, everything else is correct. And John Lupi's been in great form in terms of non-competitive games at 7.25, playing very well in pre-season, so we might see him start. But at the moment, that's the lineup we're going to go with here, is that one there. We're going to get straight into it here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and off we go into the first game of the season at home here against Toronto, newly promoted Toronto. Ferrani doesn't even start for them at the moment. He's maybe might be on the bench somewhere. Don't even see. Maybe he's injured, but I don't know. I wish he was playing because I actually think he'd be one of their worst players. He cost us a lot in the last episode. If you haven't seen the last episode, it's called injuries because we can see we had a lot of injuries, training injuries, left, right, and centre. Grossi, Murray, Tolucci, Neto there. The two Davids in the middle. We know what to expect. Let's get into the game. First game of preseason. I'm very excited for this season because I actually think that we can go out there and have a very, very, very good season. Everybody in the squad is quite happy. The dynamics is quite good. We've got to tell them it's a tremendous occasion. Off we go. I'm confident we had a positive preseason, looking good, and it's incredibly important to stick to the game plan and not get distracted. We're going to move forward here and play into this game. The boys walk out. First game of the season, 90 minutes here. It would be nice to start with a win, and off we go here. In the Twitch chat, let me know what you think the score predictions are if you're not getting too much lag with the storm coming through. Like I said, it will be the last game for the stream as well because of this lag, because of the lag coming from this storm. It's a vicious storm. It's a bit of a stormy cycle. Only because it's up when near the beach, we'll cop it for a little bit and then we'll move a bit more in towards the city and we'll be okay. You usually can get through. We can usually get through storms pretty well. Our internet's pretty good, but I know that they've been doing maintenance on it as well today, so might be playing a little bit of havoc as well. But look, we stream when we have to. At the moment, though, we're dominating the game. 6 foot short, 6 shots, 4, and 60% possession. Dominating the game. Bianco now on the ball. His ball into Jorginho. Jorginho now finds Bianco. His ball into the other David and Marco Cortevio. Finds Murray. Back post. Tolucci with the header. Back across the keeper. That's a great cushion header by Tolucci. He's starting where he picked up from last season there. Great cushion header. Boop, back across the keeper. Keeper goes up, but he can't get nowhere near it. It's just placed it perfectly across him into the far corner there. And we're 1-0 up here against Toronto there. Peter reckons we're going to win this game 2-1, which you know what, I'll take that. But Tolucci with the header, a good little header back across the keeper, and that is a sensational goal for the lads there. And we are 25 minutes into the game and winning 1-0 here. 58% possession, 7 shots 5, 9 shots 5. We're doing quite well here. And just dominating the game is exactly what we want to do. Look, we've told everybody that we're going to finish in the playoffs. I want to win the league. And I think we're good enough to win the league. We've built very well as well. As Ciro finds De Vito now. Can we press up high here? At the moment we are. Rossiano on the ball. Finds Ciro again, his ball into De Vito, into Rossiano. They're keeping it well here at Taranto, but not going anywhere at the moment. We're just pressing him in here. They go long, and we should pick that one off here with Bianco. And Bianco should go all the way back to Tommaso. He does. Instead, he looks for Scivia. Scivia with the ball here, just holding at his feet and finds David into Murray. Murray's switch out to Tolucci, finds him on his head and he knocks it back to Danilo. It's a good little play here from us. Finds Murray again, the club captain, the number 23. Looks at Tolucci. Tolucci's early ball. On Nato's there. He goes down. Penalty. Look, I don't agree with that one there because the guy obviously won the ball with the header, but he obviously stepped across on Neto and fouled him. Tolucci with a chance to make it 2-0. Missed a penalty in pre-season as well. Can he bury this one? He goes up the middle and the keeper dives and it's 2-0 Reggina. We're dominating the game. We get 2 goals up. You get that little cushion. We're moving the first place in the league and that's where we want to be for most of the season there. We do win this game. We do go up in this game 2-0 here. 40 minutes played. And look, pretty well from us. Dominating the game, keeping the ball, match stats, creating chances here. Just looking absolute at ease. There we are. 2 minutes of added time here. We should get in the half-time 2-0 up. I am going to tell us not to get too complacent out there at the moment as well. I'm going to go in there and tell them, look, I don't get complacent. Go out there, keep focused. And everybody goes, yep, okay, boss, we're happy with that. And off we go. We've now got a bit of the respect of the dressing room around. We've got very good respect, so they do listen to us a little bit more. Sen299's here. How are you, Sen? How are you going? How are you, mate? Also, last game for the stream. I'm glad that you're doing well. There we go. Good to see ya. We'll be streaming later on in 2 hours. Sorry about that, YouTube. We're too busy talking about what's going on in the stream at the moment. I'm just trying to type. We're not very good at texting and typing, of course, but we're going to go and make some changes. So obviously Bianco's going to come off, and we're going to keep him on actually. 2 hours, and we will stream again. There we are. Just typing in chat, just in case they're lagging too much. We're going to bring Valetti on so we give a look at him. We're also going to bring the poacher on in Muhammad. He's been very good for us as well. We're going to go into attack. Dear Jorginho there is going to come out. We're going to play Artano there, playing as a deep line playmaker on defend. We're just going to give people game time. We're also going to bring Gianlupi there as an inside forward on attack. And we're going to bring Toulouse off, and we're going to bring Cesini on there as well. We're going to go winger on attack, and off we go. There we are. I'm just telling people in the chat where they can set up Vader. Is that 5 changes? It looks like all 5 changes. We're going to play this game there and confirm those changes. And off we go. 82 minutes played. It's important to give people game time. I apologise again, YouTube, but we're just typing away and didn't even see a highlight come up. If we missed a highlight, I don't know. I don't think we did. Toulouse on the ball, though. Lays it back to Danilo. Danilo now on the ball. Looks inside the Jorginho. Jorginho now on the ball. Finds Mauri. Mauri now. His ball back to Jorginho. It finds Bianco there. Bianco ball there. Hits that one away. It's got a foot of Musket. Heads it there. Neto gets there. Finds Grossi. Grossi now on the ball. Gets tackled, but falls back to Grossi. Can Grossi rip in a good ball? He does. Mauri on the header. Hits the crossbar. Could have been free. I'll miss the stream later as it's 3 a.m. here in the UK, so off to sleep. Peter, that's good to see you, my man. We could still be streaming. If coaching gets cancelled, we might be streaming for quite a long while here. As 94 minutes played here. If the storm keeps up, we won't put the kids out there. And it's going to be game over. It's going to be Reggina 2, Toronto 0. Peter's prediction of 2-1 nearly came true, but unfortunately for him, it doesn't. Look, I'm happy to keep a clean sheet. That's what we need to do. The lads are very happy with that. They've gone out and dominated the game here against Toronto. It will put us maybe top of the tree after game number 1. It was a great result for all of us. It provides a mental boost. Look, I was confident the game was won, so we obviously got him off there. Our performance was complete, as we didn't allow them to have a shot. He'd be a fantastic player. I obviously would love him to move to the club on a basis. But that's going to end the episode for YouTube here. Sorry once again that little period where we just went quiet and started focusing on the Twitch chat. That's what happens though when we do a stream on Twitch, and this is the Twitch save. I do just encourage you to go follow us on Twitch. You can watch it live, and we obviously interact a lot in the chat. We do type and chat a little bit. We usually just speak to the chat, but with there being a little bit of lag with a storm around, I wouldn't mind us obviously time in the chat as well to make sure they know what's going on. But that's going to be the end of episode 5. For episode 6, I'll see you sometime in the future. If that might be for a league game, might be for a cup game, I do not know just yet. It depends where we get in the save and where we get in with the chat. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, ladies and gentlemen, from the YouTube, and I'll see you for episode 6 of the Reggina Race soon here on YouTube. Goodbye.